Hey kids, this is Enforcer. We're over the Ruhr in the Republic P-47 today. This was after 3 times on the Norway map in a row. 3 times. No idea why they do that, and apparently neither does anybody else, but everybody's commented about it, and it hasn't changed. So we're taking off from our base, going to get a little altitude to the north. Now, why the P-38 driver decides to ram it back into the runway, I don't know, but there you go. Nice job. Probably an unmodified P-38. He's probably struggling with it. So we're climbing out to the north in a northerly sort of direction anyway. I usually go towards one of the mini bases at first, kind of to see whether or not somebody's going to try to sneak in and try to bomb that, but nobody did. So we're still set at about 98% power. We're still climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. I have no idea whether or not that's modeled correctly. It probably isn't, but it is a pretty great rate of climb for the 47, given how huge a plane it is and how much it weighs. Having been to the Air Force Museum, in fact, we went. My sons and I went in June of this year, and it is a massive plane. Standing next to both of them that they have on display, it's giant. You should really go for yourself and see it. So here we are, about I don't know, 14 to 16,000 feet, and you're going to see coming in from the right, upper right. Yep, there he is. That's a Marchetti S-79. He just got done diving. He dumped a couple of thousand feet there. I have no idea why, but I'm trying to low yo-yo this guy. I'm trying to keep some speed up and come back in. Now there was a Spitfire who also tried to get him, and in pulling lead, he nearly lost control of his plane. He was able to get some shots off on him. He was slowly closing the gap. I managed to finish him off with the 850s. And if I play it from the S-79's point of view, you're going to see the Spitfire come in right there. And he's climbing up to meet this guy too. He's really not fooling around. He's going to get him. But he nearly loses control of the plane. He stalls it. It starts to go into a spin. But then the S-79 driver does something I really didn't expect. He dumps a few thousand feet of altitude, I'm guessing to pick up some energy gains, convert some energy into speed and try to get away. But I think if he had just held his altitude, he'd have been just fine. So he's trying to extend. The Spitfire driver is getting some shots on him. And I'm coming in and I'm going to finish him off with the 50s. And indeedly do, that's what I do. Set him on fire. Damage his plane, there we go. He's going to drop his bombs anyway. That's what he came here for. And blazing down to a fiery death. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. We'll just follow him down because it looks cool. And he's dropped his bombs. There they go. At least the bombs made it to the ground before he did. So now this is later, and I think not many of us have actually been killed, and I think we've only got 3 more enemy players to hunt for at this point. And indeed I find one, but I almost thought he was an AI. I don't know why, but his player tag didn't show up until I was, I don't know, pretty close to him. I can't even remember how close, but it didn't show up until I was relatively close. And so I didn't have a really good lead. I took out like his flap or something. Yep, damage to the right flap. And so I'm going to go upstairs here. I'm going to do a barrel roll and come back downhill, and I'll get a better lead on him this time. Setting both engines on fire. There we go. Left engine, right engine. Burning, burning, burning. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And kablamo. And extending away. Now we can take a look at his plane here. And he was already damaged. There was another player that took some shots at him, but for some reason, maybe he was out of ammo. I don't know why. Let him go. And you could see right there that he was missing a rudder and he was missing his starboard flap. He's also missing his port aileron. So he's pretty damaged and his plane's going slower, and that may be the reason why he's pushing the nose down and trying to stay fast, trying to get back to base. It didn't work out for him, unfortunately, because it looks like he'd fought through maybe one or two players to try to get this far back to the base. So there we go. I've damaged his wing a little bit more. Still able to control the plane, but by this time he's already kind of rolling to starboard there, and we're going to set both of his engines on fire. And lawn dart. It was a good American team, and we ended up winning the match, and I enjoyed playing it. This has been Enforcer. Thanks a lot.